Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel English Only Zone. Today we are going to discuss the format of letter writing as prescribed by ICSE board. See the marking scheme of formal letter first. In the marking scheme, the sender's address contains half mark, receiver's address again contains half mark, date half mark, salutation half mark, subscription half mark, signature half mark. So the total comes to 3 marks. So the format of formal letter contains 3 marks. Now here is an example of a letter given by boards itself. I'll read the whole letter for you so that you may understand how the board wants you to write the letter. So the question is, write a letter to the police commissioner of your city drawing his or her attention to the menace of hawkers outside your school. Tell him or her what dangers they pose and offer solutions for their rehabilitation. So you have to write a letter to the police commissioner to draw his or her attention towards the problems of hawkers outside your school. Hawkers standing outside your school, they create a lot of problems sometimes. So you have to tell what dangers they pose to you, to the students of the school, and what solutions we can give for their rehabilitation. So they have written the answer also here. First they have written the sender's address, that is your address. Then a space has been left, a line has been left. Then the date. See, you have to properly see the format of date. They have written 23rd February, 2018. February's F will be capital. It means in the month the first letter will be capital. And also in the date you have to write 23rd or 25th like this way. Okay. Now after this again leave one line and then you have to write the receiver's address. After receiver's address again leave one line and write dear sir, comma. Do not forget to put comma, and then again leave a line and then you can start writing your letter. Now I'll read the letter for you. I write to draw your attention to the menace of hawkers outside St. Paul's School in Nehru Nagar of our town. I am the secretary, Swachh Bharat Club, St. Paul's School. So here in the first line itself, this person has written that why he or she is writing the letter, and also he has given his own introduction. The hawkers sell open food and cheap toys. A number of our school students cluster around them and the lane in front of our school is blocked, dirty and congested. I would request you to look into this problem and have the hawkers move into the field behind to our school. This would ensure that they are not deprived of their livelihood and the area in front of our school is kept clean and congestion free. The hawkers must also be warned about the importance of necessary hygiene and the sale of clean food. This will ensure that students do not fall sick after eating food sold by the hawkers. I trust that you will consider my suggestion and take the necessary steps as outlined in my letter to you to deal with the menace of hawkers outside the school. Thanking you, yours faithfully, or you can also write yours truly, and after that it's compulsory to put a comma and then your full name. So here, if you see the letter properly, in the first line, in the opening line itself, they have this Santosh Haldar has already written in the first line that why he is writing the letter and who is he. He has given his own introduction, and then in next 3 paragraphs he has written the body of the letter, that what problem these hawkers cause. Okay. And then in the last paragraph, he has written the closing lines. He has written that he trusts that his suggestion will be considered and the necessary steps will be taken. So here it is the closing line of the letter. So from this example, it is clear that in the first line itself, in the starting line, in the opening line, you have to give the introduction, your introduction, and why you are writing the letter. And then comes the main body. And after that, after writing the main body, you have to write the closing lines. After closing lines, thanking you, comma, yours faithfully, or you can also write yours truly without an apostrophe in yours. And then after yours truly, you have to write your full name. Now there are some points to remember which will help you how to write a letter in your exams. First is mention your full address along with the name of the city and pin code. Next, the date must be written as 31st July, 2020 or any year. Next, write greetings as. You can write greetings if you are writing a letter to a male, dear sir. If you are writing to a female, dear madam. And if you are writing to a firm, then you have to write dear sirs. And after this also you have to put comma. Dear sirs, comma. Now the next point which you should remember is the body of the letter must contain 3 paragraphs at least. See, in the previous letter we have seen the body of the letter contained one opening paragraph, one closing paragraph and 3 paragraphs which consisted of main body. So at least 3 paragraphs you should write, which should be one of opening line, one of closing line and one of the main body. And you can also divide main body as per your wish in the number of paragraphs you wish. Next is the opening paragraph should contain introductory lines. Opening paragraph, in the opening paragraph you have to give the introduction. Of course, as in the example, the writer had given his own introduction. Next, the middle paragraph should contain full information regarding the reason of writing. You have to write full information why you are writing. You have to write your problem and you also have to write the solution. Whenever you are writing a problem, you have to also give solution. And to give solution, you can use another paragraph. One paragraph should contain your problem, what all problems you are facing because of a particular situation, and you should write at least 3 to 4 problems. At least 3 to 4 problems. And then you should give at least 3 to 4 solutions which can be taken to solve that problem. Next is the last paragraph must contain some solution in case of any problem, some remedies, a piece of advice, and then the closing lines. The subscription, that is yours faithfully, will be followed by a comma. Okay, after yours faithfully you will put a comma. Next, write your full name after the subscription and punctuate properly wherever necessary. It is very important to punctuate properly. Now there are some other points which you should remember. The letter should not be too lengthy. It should be brief, to the point and meaningful. Next, give all the required information to the reader at once. Okay, in the full letter, you should give all the information required by the reader. Next, maintain formal tone. As you are writing this letter as a formal letter, so you should maintain a formal tone. Don't be too liberal while writing your heart out. You should not write your heart out. You should be formal, brief, precise. Next, don't be rude while making complaints. Now you have to write a letter for complaints also, complaint letters also. So you should not be rude while writing these complaints. Problems are solved better when they are dealt with politeness. Next, use correct language, spellings and punctuation marks. So this is really important. See, whenever you are writing a letter, you are writing to a person whom you may know or you may not know. Like if you are writing to the police commissioner, he may not be knowing you personally. So it is important to use correct language, spellings and punctuation marks. So these were some of the points which you should remember while writing the letter. And if you will remember these points while writing letter, then I think that you will gain good marks. See, this letter is of 10 marks and out of 10, 3 marks is of format. So if you write correct format, you will at least gain 3 marks. And then rest 7 marks depends upon how you write, the use of spellings, use of grammar, use of punctuation, and if you're writing about some problem, then you have to give at least 3-4 problems which you are facing because of a particular situation. And then you have to give the solution also. At least 3-4 solutions you can give. So this was all in letter writing. I hope you have understood. And as I always say, In case of any doubt, you can always write in the comment section, and we will be meeting next time when I'll come with the format of informal letter. Thank you. Take care.